one that tell that artist what to rap about. And the common thing for these people to rap about is about being crackheads, man. The new thing for our people is for these younger generation Jakes to pop pills, man, to sip lean, to get high, to commit adultery, all right, to be homosexuals. You even got one rapper who's in a fucking wedding dress with an AK in his mouth talking about he married to the game, man. You know, you're teaching our people and persuading them to do all of this wickedness and this folly because you want them to be full of iniquity, so that you can accuse them before the Most High Heavenly Father.
This is Psalms chapter 10. I don't know if the brother had got it out together, brother.
That's ready to fight somebody over that.
Oh shit.
You got a precept, man?
I got it.
Okay, Kyle. Okay.
Okay, come.
Dude.
Grab verse 6 and 7, where it says, I was wrong for the people. Inheritance I have given you. Now did it show me my mercy.
Oh, you grab yours.
Oh, he already.
That's a precept.
He had already brought it.
Exodus 20. Okay, this is Isaiah 47 in verse 6. It says, I was wroth for my people, and I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand, and thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember thy latter end. You know, because you didn't understand that the Most High gave the children of Israel into your hand for you to chastise them for a moment, man. But also you didn't consider your later end because you decided to take it a step further to try to destroy them and to wipe them out of existence, man. But the whole.
We're talking about the bomb right there.
Oh, good. The whole point.
There goes the band. On the bomb. Band the bomb.
Hey, hold up.
Hey, hold up. Nuke sign. The whole point of the Most High putting us into your hand is so that the Most High can trump up judgment against you, man. This is Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So the Most High, the Most High is basically he put you in a trick bag, man, so that he can bring judgment upon you, so that he can add more iniquity into your iniquity. Oh no, that's it.
Shut the fuck up, man.
This is Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
You look at downtown Detroit, you see how much they shit that they fixing out here because you had that bankruptcy that Detroit went through, and ever since then, you know, you got all the, we used to can you pan the camera just slightly over right there? We used to teach just right there. Now they trying to build up something right there. You got right across here, right across the street, you got this whatever the hell they about to build there. You got the Q line that they got running down Detroit, which is done, but you know, other nations on it. I barely ever see it. Mostly Jake on there. You know, you mostly see Edomites riding it. You know, you got your Little Caesars Arena that they got. They really think that they're gonna make America great again, make Detroit great again. They think that this place is gonna go on forever. Go ahead.
And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Right, so every place that so-called Edomite takes over, they want to name Washington. You know, they name places like
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, the city I was born in, Jackson, after Andrew Jackson. You know, America, a perfect example named after so-called America of Vespucci. You know, they want to take over land and claim it as theirs. You know, that's just the arrogance of the so-called white man. Do you have more on that Cartizal, or is that it?
No, but I had another precept.
Okay, grab this.
He's got it out right now.
Okay, Kyle.
Ezekiel. Ezekiel 12 and no, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter. Let me grab it real quick. Bear with me, Aki. Psalms chapter 17 and 14. Because yeah, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, for men of the world, which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure.
This is terrible to think that you look at this society, that this is your reward. This is what the Most High gave you. You look at this, think like y'all don't even got, you know, spaceships. Y'all don't got no chariots that can reach into another galaxy, leave outside, you know, this atmosphere, you know, the belt that the Most High put. You
Can't do shit.
Your kingdom is subject to be destroyed. There is no, you know, you make these whatever they was protesting about these bombs. You're gonna have a ton of these bombs that's gonna, you know, hit America. When our kingdom is established, you're not gonna be able to lift up a rock to throw at our kingdom.
That's
you
right.
might not even think of it because your ass is getting whooped. You know, so this kingdom that you have, you know, is a very carnal kingdom that, you know, is subject. You know, this is such the, we're gonna have galaxies, planets, man. Think about that. One planet is gonna be better than all the times y'all ever ruled. So the shit that y'all got ain't nothing.
That's right.
You have more than that?
God, they are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes, because y'all think y'all gonna leave all of this to y'all children, but it's all gonna come to naught, man. Y'all children gonna be our slaves. We're gonna bash them across their head with an iron rod, man.
That's right.
I got precept.
Wait 1 second. I know.
Okay,
Khan, this is 2nd Ezra 4:37. It says, by measure have he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor store them until the said measure is fulfilled. And that's dealing with that's dealing with the Most High. You know, when the way that the Most High deals, he gives a certain measure of, like, for an example, a country that he sets up, or kingdom that he sets up, he sets it up for them to fulfill certain prophecies. So they have a certain amount of iniquity to fulfill before the Most High destroys them. And an example is found here in Genesis 15:16. It says, but in the 4th generation, they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. You know, so after the iniquities of the Amorites, when the Most High destroyed and took them down, then that's when the Most High would take the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt and bring them into the land of Canaan, which was renamed the name of Israel, man. So the same thing applies with America, man, or any other kingdom that was set up, but the focus is on America, because this is the captivity that we're in right now. The Most High gave this place a certain amount of iniquity to fulfill a certain amount of prophecies to fulfill before the Most High destroys this place.
Right.
And we're at the last final prophecies.
Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for their children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. For I will rise up against themselves, the Almighty of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name of the remnant, and the son and nephew of the Lord, saith, son and nephew, saith, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this is Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, prepare slaughter for the motherfuckers that put hands on us. Because this shit's gonna go down. And it ain't gonna be nice. It's a slaughter. So we gonna waste their ass away. And also the Most High said neither son or daughter is gonna remain among them. What is it, son or nephew?
Son and nephew. Yeah.
Gonna remain among them. So they're gonna be killed off.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 13. Even so, when we in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and consumed in our own wickedness. For the hope of the ungodly is like the dust that blows away with the wind, like a thin fort that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here in there with a tempest, and passes away as the remembrance of a guest that tarries but a day. But the
do you remember a guest that tarried just for a day? Go ahead.
No. But the righteous liveth forevermore.
So the righteous is going to live forever. You know, because we're not going to be we're going to be sinning. The Most High is going to fully establish that new covenant to where we're no longer going to have to teach our neighbors and our brothers, know the Most High. We're not going to sin because sin brings death. So we're going to live forever. That means we're not sinning. Go ahead.
Their reward also is with the Lord, and their care of them is with the Most High.
Go back to
Jeremiah 15. 50. Jeremiah, what verse did I start? 6. That's 7. Jeremiah 50 and 8. Remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldees, and be as the goats before the flock. For lo, oh shit, this is perfect right here. For lo, I will.
Hey, can we ask you a question?
Why y'all against war? We're for war.
Can we ask you a question?
Yeah, come over here.
Oh no, we don't want none of that. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
We want the bomb.
No, we want the bomb.
The Lord is going to send these against us. This is the Lord doing it.
Like, what the fuck?
This is our power in heaven that's doing it. The Lord is doing this. They don't believe in the Lord anyway. How does March?
Watch out, watch out.
Hey, how is March going to stop the bomb from hitting?
We got somebody behind me.
That goes to show you that these people, they don't believe in prophecy. They don't believe in the word of the Lord, man. Because if you believe in the word of the Lord, the word of the Lord says how America is going to be destroyed by fire, man.
Yeah.
And the scripture talks about how that basically the plagues of the Lord is going to be like a mighty expert man. Once he shoot, it can't return back. Once you shoot an arrow, right? You can't make that arrow return back into that bow, man. Like the ox said, it ain't a boomerang, man.
I can say something. That's how you know it's about to be war in America, man. Because that's the same shit that was going on in the Cold War. They was protesting against the nukes. That's how you know it's about to be World War III in this bitch, man. The Lord has finished this place, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about to bring great destruction with the nuke that they talking about getting rid of, man. They ain't gonna get rid of that. That's the most powerful weapon on the planet Earth right now. Why would you get rid of the most powerful weapon? They gonna let nukes rain on this bitch, and that's all through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Russia just created a new nuke that other countries are saying should not be used because of the utter destruction and damage that it will cause. So, like, these nations aren't playing when it comes to fighting against America. The Lord isn't playing when it comes to putting down America.
So it's gonna be a glass parking lot, man. Enough fire on sand will make it glass. You're gonna need a lot of. You're gonna need a lot of fire to make this whole bitch desolate, man.
Yes, right.
Grab your right to that.
Still speaking on the message.
Yeah.
Okay, Khan, and like them people just walked past with that sign that said ban the bomb, but this is what the Most High says. This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
That's why we're for these so-called nuclear weapons. This is what the Most High is going to use. You know, these are the horses that are spoken about with Revelations chapter 9, I believe, 9 and I think 11. The horses which are on the horse, the horsemen. You know, the missile. You know, we're for that.